Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna...
I gotta admit, it's...
The point of discussion is to arrive at a...
you're...
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to... Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're...
That's what I wanted to hear. Well, Traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions...
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, to be honest.
Candace gave us a compliment.
Your deeds speak for them.
Candace.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care. Thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is... You're welcome. Thing to everyone good luck here today as I said to you when you arrived.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hit them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to... I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something?
Didn't we already do that during the meet?
You can never have enough...
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content. We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like... Of course. Compared to the but the advantage of not being a mercenary is just think about that mercenary who lost his mind.
Well, being a scholar...
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among
This guy. Paimon still remember...
All intellectuals are lunatics and... Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned you have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encounter, but the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that, come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of the withering. Elazar.
But Paimon thought that at least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness...
But if that's the case...
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidian?
In that, to make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the stick...
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
There's no escape. Amazing memory.
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical...
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction?
Look here.
Huh? More can knowledge? Are you going to put more...
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but...
Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The Traveler. I want you to record something. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction it now. Please get ready and...
You want us to record our conviction in...
Yes.
Paimon...
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is because to achieve this impossible task, it sounds...
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and success. Everything went without a hitch. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything...
It's just a recording.
But what was the point of doing this?
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules...
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha... Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha after all that time. A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules...
But what...
You could say that those kinds of...
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small project?
We're going to think...
The weather is lovely and warm. Things are about to start getting lively again.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you...
I did. And that's how I saw the danger called advance.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade...
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment. Had I known all Hatham would give you those kinds of suggestions...
Look, you already know that we're all on this...
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate...
Seems you really...
Traveler, Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra.
Wait, how can we...
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the air... My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city.
That also sounds like something all Hatham...
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous...
Of course he does. He told me. There is no... He also said that with the help of Sino and I never blindly trust anyone. And I've always had a good eye for people.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself to make the whole thing more... I'm okay with it.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that...
I've always treated my allies with...
Now you're making this hard.
Hey, is there something we can do to help? We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number.
Sino, on behalf... We have no fear of casualties. Because...
Well, now that you've put it... But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything... Since you and I...
Okay.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there. Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation.
Ah, of course. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report...
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akmar in Port Ormos.
As many as Ain al-Ahmar? This should definitely be...
And I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust...
Paimon can't believe... Aren't you even if that guard...
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matras still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the...
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's god, no matter how you look.
A reasonable imp.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction...
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must actually... Considering that...
I've given that a lot of thought. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who could. But things like...
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict...
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this... Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do...
Because the Akasha controls the entire...
The Academia firmly believes that all human
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral... However, at the risk of sounding like emotions are part of our... Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure... But now, you've joined a team. And our thoughts and logic have intermingled, and the Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's So, in my...
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think...
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped.
Paimon's so glad that...
Next time,
Will do.
just remember to stay...
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert...
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will...
Beep! Construct! Beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And,
Have you made a decision regarding the matter
it seems to be a dire situation, so...
There's no need for flattery. Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to get ready.
Time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the... Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Oh, it's you!
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. They are our only leads for the case. If they die...
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! Well, judging from those
Rahman.
who are you supposed to...
I'm not here to...
Nobody's gift. Brothers!
Hey!
Illusion shattered! Gotcha!
I see everything! Make yourselves at home!
Shine down! Game
Everyone hold hands!
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related...
You pitiful dendro... King Deshret will curse...
Silence!
Oh!
Restrain them and take...
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino. I will now take...
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Rum...
Once we're done here, I'll return...
Yeah, you're the...
Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to...
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. If we need help, Tainari is the best. Get ready for the next phase of the plan.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's.
But where's...
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need him dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to him.
Yeah,
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's So, we'll find the sages have placed spies every... That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
how much more do you want? I was not sure we can afford it.
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely. Come on, give me a smile so that I can... I'm looking good. I hope this pretty smile... There are many kinds of smiles, but only... Let's go.
He's over there. Let's go say hi. Tainari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Tia. She's an...
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important, but...
All right. This place is better. We won't be disturbed. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The Doctor.
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger.
Yes, I know. Actually, he left parties.
He left already?
Yeah, he came.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this. For now, all we can share with you is that...
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the Academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I...
Sino's name really does work wonders.
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning...
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean...
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps... I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of...
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants.
Forgive me for asking, But how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take a...
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a...
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I will personally supervise her treatment.
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person, your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many others, it's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised.
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything. It's just as the academia said. You're a responsible and gifted, and that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's...
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. He never came off as malicious, but an utter
I can barely believe it.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry, we can't tell you.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, recently my master wrote several letters to me.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting, my master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. One dot means that he wrote this has been a habit of his for many years. But I didn't...
I get it. Since you are all...
I'd like to ask you to do that for me.
I can do that. But I have a feel... The academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what... If the higher-ups really... If the situation becomes critical...
All right. We've got...
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra...
I must say...
Being loyal to the... On that note...
The academia, yeah. I suppose he's lucky to have...
I see. So you...
This may well be how some... Also, if you run in... I think this may be...
Okay, well...
Thanks.
Right. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Paris DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if he also said that he'll take care of everything before. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went.
We'll do it the mercenary way. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly, they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the dock to the south of here is Port
Ormos?
That's right. Let's go to...
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. Two heads are better than one. If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk? What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is. not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk? What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.